The funeral service of late Zambian President Edgar Lungu is taking place in Johannesburg at the Christ Cathedral Church. This follows the announcement by the family of Zambia's late president that he will be buried in South Africa after a row with the Zambian government over its plans for a state funeral. Lungu's family on last Wednesday, stopped his body from being repatriated from South Africa, where he died in hospital on June 5th after it emerged that President Hakainde Hichilema planned to receive it upon arrival against the late leader's wishes. News Central's Bongani Siziba is at the funeral service, and she tells us more.
A very good afternoon to you, coming live from the Christ Cathedral Church in Hillbrow, Johannesburg. Today is meant to be a day of remembrance and a reflection memorial service and a private burial for the late former Zambian President Edgar Lungu. However, as you can see, the memorial service is ongoing, but the family of the former president is not here. They are in Pretoria High Court, where the Zambian government filed an interdiction seeking to prevent the burial of former President Lungu in South Africa following a long dispute over his final resting place. The cruise of the matter revolves around who has the legality authority to decide where the body of the former President Lungu should be laid. But according to the South African laws, the body disposition is given to the next of kin, which is the family of the deceased, not the government of Zambia. And this raises questions about the jurisdiction and the legal rights in cases involving international disputes and body of a foreign national in South Africa. But so what does the South African law also say about such matters? Generally, the law recognizes the rights of the family to determine the final arrangements, provided they are not overriding legal orders. But here the government of Zambia has sought an interdict, arguing that it has a stake in the matter, and the courts are now weighing in these competing interests. Now, we know that the attorney of Zambia is riding on Article 177 of Zambia's constitution, that is Section 5 of Section 6, which guards his role in terms of Zambian government to protect and guard the public interest, by stating that it is not in the public's interest for the former president to be buried in South Africa. So now, turning to the political backdrop, Lungu's family also claims that the former president was denied repeatedly access to come to South Africa for medical treatment. They also argue that the Zambian government refusal prevented him from coming here in South Africa for that care, and this has historically been a point of tension. But this isn't the first time we have seen such disputes in Zambia. When Zambia's President Kenneth Kaunda passed away, there was also a similar legal battle over the burial site, which involved court orders and disagreements between the family and the government of Edgar Lungu then. Now the question is whether former President Lungu will be laid to rest in this land of South Africa or in his land. So the dispute will keep his body, is keeping his body here in South Africa. But as we wait for the court order, the Zambians and the family alike are pondering on what the final outcome will be. Will he be buried among his people in Zambia, in his land, or elsewhere? We'll continue to monitor this developing story and bring updates as they happen. For now, we remain here at the Cathedral of Christ, waiting for the final word on the final resting place of the leader who served his country with distinction. The memorial service is ongoing here. It's now back to you in the studio.